This video is dedicated to my mama, Elizabeth Adrianna Patterson. For those of you that follow me on social media, you know that she passed away 3 months ago. And this video was the last thing I was working on before she was called home. There's a lot I could say about her that speaks to her character and how she was as a person. But emotions is still raw, and I'm still trying to get through it day to day. So I'll just keep it short by saying that, Mama, I miss you. I love you. And thank you. The SoundPEATS Air5 Pro are true wireless earbuds that bring a lot to the table. Snapdragon Sound with aptX adaptive, LDAC support, AI Hybrid ANC, which I'm going to call CAP. We got multipoint, a companion app, which I'm not going to talk about in this video, and up to 37 hours of total playback, and all for under $80. In this review, I'll walk you through only 5 sections: the battery life, the ANC and the transparency, the Peats audio app experience or lack thereof, the sound quality, and the microphone performance. And at the end, I'll wrap it up with my final verdict to help you decide if these earbuds are right for you. So let's dive in. SoundPEATS advertises 7 to 8 hours of playback per charge, with up to 37 hours total with the case. And in my testing, those numbers held pretty close. About 6 hours with ANC and with LDAC turned on, and closer to 8 hours when using standard codecs like AAC. There's no wireless charging on these, but the USB-C charging is fast, and the case is lightweight and it's pocketable. So even with the high bitrate streaming, battery efficiency stays strong, enough to last a full workday, a long commute, or even a coast-to-coast flight. So I'll give the battery life on the Air 5 Pros, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Now moving on to the ANC and the transparency modes. The AI Hybrid ANC system here is very respectable for the price. It's especially effective at removing low frequency noise like buses, trains, or AC hums, while moderately reducing background chatter. So transparency mode, it's clear and it's serviceable for short conversations or staying aware of your surroundings, though it's not quite as lifelike as flagship buds. But still, ANC performance here is among the strongest in this price class. So I actually kind of like the ANC and I like the transparency mode, although I think the ANC could be just a little bit better. So that being said, I'll give the ANC a 3 out of 5 and the transparency mode also a 3 out of 5. The Peats Audio app unlocks a 10-band EQ, ANC controls. You get multipoint, which is called double device connection feature. They really need to get somebody up in that company that's bilingual. Get firmware updates, which are hidden. You have to literally go to the hamburger menu and let it fetch the device status, which I don't know why it would need to load in order to go to the settings. We're just going to wait here, and I'm still having issues with this after it's received several updates on Android and iOS. And of course, once again, it seems like, okay, so I got my Nothing Phone 3A, which is the Air 5 Pro, are connected to in airplane mode because I don't want any type of notifications while I'm filming. This app needs data in order to go to the settings.
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Peats Audio, still a dumpster fire of an app. Terrible. I mean, you got granular controls for the ANC here. You can disable touch, custom key. What is that, Septien? That's your touch controls, but you wouldn't know because they call it custom key. So you have full touch controls over everything, and these are how I have them set up. I think. Nope, this is default. Although, if I reset to default, let me see what happens. Okay, so triple tap is voice assistant. Why? Long press on the left is noise cancellation, and long press on the right is next track. So they don't give you any option for previous and next with this type of setup. And this is the default. Why did y'all do that? Why did y'all do that? And okay, one cool thing about the Air 5 Pro is SoundPEATS actually gives you the option of dual transparency mode, which is like standard. You can hear everything around you, or you can just focus on voices, specifically voices, which is dope. I haven't seen a lot of companies do this. The LG earbuds used to do this. One more. I need to see more of this. Also, you can turn on the game mode and LDAC. And also, this FYI, LDAC is not supported on iOS. So it's still like, okay, this part right here, watch me scroll up. What is that? What is that? What, why is all of this right here? And then you got the batteries. Okay, you got left and the right. Okay, shouldn't that be over here? And it show like a number, maybe a number instead of the battery icon. I don't know. Uh, 1 out of 5. I don't give a shit anymore. Jesus Christ, I hate this app. The SoundPEATS Air 5 Pro go for a balanced sound signature. Nothing is exaggerated, and everything is in proportion with the mix. So the bass supports the music instead of overwhelming it. And the mids stay clean and expressive. Treble stays detailed without being sharp. I tested the sound quality with a couple of my test tracks in my playlist. I redid one and created another one. I'll leave links down in the description below. But my most recent one that I did was I'm talking about the lows. Run the Jewels, Legend Hatchet. It immediately sounds off with the Air 5 Pro's low end discipline. The sub bass hits deep, but it doesn't muddy the mid range. Travis Scott, Goosebumps proves how well these drivers right here handle layered bass and kick interplay. Everything stays separated and punchy. Mac Miller, Dang, featuring Anderson .Paak. It shows that bass grooves have enough weight to drive the song forward without stealing the spotlight. So this is textbook balanced bass. It's strong, it's impactful, yet it's supportive and it's controlled. Moving on to the mid-range is the foundation of any balance tuning, and the Air 5 Pro get that right. On Adele, Someone Like You, and Frank Ocean, Pink and White, the vocals sound natural and emotionally expressive. Neither recessed nor too forward. Royals by Lord shows just how clean vocal presentation can be, while Tyler, the Creator, See You Again demonstrates how harmony layers stay distinct and uncluttered. Now, this comes down to excellent upper mid-range presence, that critical 2K hertz to 4K hertz range where vocals, guitars, and lead instruments live. And too much presence here can sound harsh, and too little and the music feels distant. And the Air 5 Pro strike the right balance, delivering vocals and instruments that cut through cleanly without ever feeling too sharp or shouty. And the highs, those frequencies bring energy and definition, and the Air 5 Pro walk the line between detail and comfort. And when you're dealing with true wireless earbuds, the majority of them have to walk that line when it comes to the treble. It's a very thin line. If it's too high, everything sounds sibilant and harsh. Everything, but then it gets uncomfortable. You go one way or the other, it can mess up the whole mix. So the strokes, Song Reptilia delivers crisp cymbals and bright guitars that stay refined, never piercing. Radiohead, the national anthem, reveals subtle textural layers and atmospheric details that cheaper earbuds will often miss. So that is one of the most chaotic songs that I've ever heard or ever listened to. And if you have like some really cheapo Yang earbuds, everything will just get lost inside. It'll just sound like a big gelatinous mess. The Weekend Blinding Lights is a perfect test for a treble agility. The shimmering synths and the hi-hat patterns sparkle cleanly above the mix without introducing fatigue. So the result is a treble that's lively and articulate, but it's not exhausting. So you can listen to these for a very long time. And one of the most impressive aspects of the Air5 Pro is their spatial layering. So the ability to position sounds at different depths. So not this left and right. So on Miles Davis's So What and Art Blakey's Moaning, instruments occupy realistic positions in the mix. The horns are up front, the percussions is behind, and the bass, it anchors the foundation. Eagles Hotel California live and Dire Straits Sultans of Swing also live showcase a convincing stage. Vocals centered, guitars spreading outward, and the audience ambience wrapping everything around. So spatial layering is a sign of careful tuning and a responsive driver. And these are some pretty good drivers. And it can also transform a track from sounding like two speakers in your ears into something closer to a live performance. And I have to say, the Air5 Pro, they did a pretty good job with the music genres that I threw at them. So when it comes to like how versatile they are with music genres, balance wins. So because the Air5 Pro, they don't emphasize any frequency whatsoever, they can adapt beautifully to all genres. Nas' New York State of Mind stays tight and rhythmic. Olivia Rodrigo and Tavlo, intimate and emotionally gripping. The Killers, all these things that I've done, it remains aggressive and powerful without any type of distortion. Balanced tuning means you don't have to tailor the earbuds to the music. They just let the music speak for itself. So kind of think of these as like a poor man's AirPods Pro, which ain't that bad. I mean, hell, they sound good. They fit good. The ANC is decent. The treble transparency mode is decent. Sound quality is decent. And the reason why I got this the Peats audio app open is to show you the equalizer. So by default, you're gonna have the balanced sound here. You also have the bass boost, the bass reduce, the treble boost, and you click on more. Why is this not this listed here? Why are you doing this to me? You got pop, you got electronic, you got classical, rock, folk, book whisper, or you could say podcast, hi-fi. I never even seen that one. And something called ACG. Uh, Somebody in the comments, well, what is that? Nike all condition gear? What? I don't. Anyway, my EQ. So, I got an EQ right here. It is my personal EQ. This is something that I created specifically for how I listen to music, and this is called the Golden Balance. If you want, I will leave a link or create a community post. You can download this and use these with the Air5 Pro. But yeah, very versatile sounding earbuds. Not your typical bass cannons that SoundPEATS is known for. So because of that, of the versatility of the sound, I'm gonna give these a 5 out of 5. Shocking, I know. And yes, SoundPEATS, they did send these out to me, but I gotta call a spade a spade. These do sound pretty nice. This is a mic test of the SoundPEATS Air 5 Pro True Wireless Earbuds in a quiet room with no background noise playing. Mic check, testing 1 2 3. Mic check, testing 1 2 3. And this is the Air 5 Pro with simulated background noise playing to kind of illustrate what it would sound like if you was on a phone call out in public, either in a busy restaurant or a bar, or you were on the street and there's a lot of people talking. Like, close your eyes and imagine you're walking down the street in New York somewhere where it's really populated and you're on the phone and there's a lot of people just, chatting, having conversations and whatnot. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think of the microphones when it's in a quiet room or whether it's with a lot of loud sounds, a lot of people talking. And that wraps up my review of the Air 5 Pro wireless earbuds. If you've enjoyed this video, if anything's helped you out, subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll be notified when I post new videos, and I'm out.